Hello everyone, and in the last lecture we discussed an example regarding on how you can relate cloud to, right? So in this case, as already explained in the previous video, I've asked you to think cloud as an utility, right? Just like you kind of pay for utility for whatever you use, like for electricity or renting an apartment. Similarly, in cloud, you basically rent resources, right? And what those resources can be, your storage spaces, your CPU cycles, or your different software solutions. All those things you can rent from the cloud. And obviously, as like any other utility, you pay for what you use. So whatever CPU capacity you use or whatever storage space you use, you pay for only that. You can create services at any time that you want, and you can again go ahead and delete services whenever you're done with them. So, and then obviously the companies that provides these services to you, right, they are known as cloud service providers. Okay. And obviously some of the examples that you can think of in this case, definitely we'll be talking about Microsoft Azure. Then you have Amazon with their Amazon Web Services offering. Then you have Google Cloud from Google, and then you have other players as well, like IBM, OpenShift and all. So, I mean, obviously, a cloud offers a lot of different services, over 100 different services, but they can be categorized into, a few of the services, like you have compute services, or you can say compute power, right? So uh, you can actually go ahead and create servers in cloud. So you can have Linux servers, web servers, or Windows servers for your computation and processing tasks. So if you want to run an application, you can spin a server in the cloud, and you can go ahead and configure that particular server to host your applications or website or anything else. Then again, you have storage service. So again, you definitely need some storage space to go ahead and store your data, right? So in that case, the storage services provide you different types of storage solutions, like for random objects that you want to go ahead and just place it. You have file storage, you have like blob storage. Then you have specific databases for different kinds of need. You have relational database storage, you have non-relational databases. All of those things you still have. Then you have networking, right? Obviously, you need to have a control over, you know, what kind of connections you want your servers to be in. Okay, to whom do you want to connect with? Okay, what are the connections that are open? What are connections that are restricted for your servers or any other service, right? So, all those things come under networking, right? You can choose what rules you set for your applications, from where do you accept the connection, from where do you reject the connections. All of those things you can do for in networking, all the firewall and stuff, everything. Then you have analytics solutions. So uh, in case if you have a lot of data, right, and then you want to make sense of out of that data, there are a lot of analytics solutions that are available within cloud. So there are a lot of tools that you can use to get a sense out of your data, and some performance matrices as well within the cloud as well. So if you want to see how your compute, how your servers are performing, how your storage is performing, or how the networking is performing, whether you are getting throttled at any level, do you have available bandwidth, or do you want to increase the capacity. In all those cases, all the performance data is also available there. You can have a look and decide what you want to do. And again, if you have some other data from some other application and you want to make some business sense out of it, you can also do that. So this is how broadly the uh, cloud looks like, right? So obviously when we talk about uh, compute power, right, you have like virtual machines, right, and virtual machines scale set. So uh, the difference is that you don't have to buy any hardware, right, or install the operating system. So you don't have to do all of those things. So those things are already there. We'll see how exactly abstracted things are in cloud when we talk about the cloud services model, right? But the cloud provider actually runs the virtual machine on a physical servers in one of their data center. So you don't need to go ahead and worry about virtualization or the hardware or installing the operating systems. So again, like talking about storage here, so almost whatever devices and applications that anybody uses, they are required to read or write data somewhere, right? So whether it's a website to buy a movie ticket online, or looking up a price on Amazon or somewhere else, you take a picture from your phone, sending an email or anything, all of these activities require some data to be written or read from somewhere, right? So in that case, you have a requirement for different types of data. So if you wanted to store a text or kind of a movie clip, you could use disk space, or a file. But if you have like an address book, you need a more structured approach, like using a database, right? So in that case, again, cloud provides you different kinds of solutions for that, whether it's file, whether it's databases, everything that is in there will be there. So basically, whatever requirement you have as a business, okay, and every business has different needs and requirements. So cloud computing is kind of flexible model and cost efficient, so which can be beneficial to most of the businesses, whether it's a small startup or a large enterprise. They have the services that can fit into what most of the organization, or even as a consumer, what you want to do. So there's a lot of options out there, and then you can go ahead and pick up and choose what exactly is best for you, and then you can go ahead and develop your applications based on that. Thank you.